Well, a very good morning, everybody, for Wednesday, the 7th of April, our first big grid day of the year. Still in that sort of Arctic air mass that we've been having over the last couple of days. Interesting end to yesterday afternoon with snow showers and it was quite heavy at times, blizzard-like conditions, but I was pleased everybody managed to skirt around that and get back. So for today, high pressure out just to the west of Ireland and a bit of a slackening in the isobars. Fronts keeping out to the west for now and drawing in some very soarable air up and very unstable air up from the north. The winds have shifted around a little bit. They're more northwesterly now, so that makes our life a little bit easier. And in general, a bit nicer than what we've had over the last couple of days. And as we go into tomorrow, you'll see that we do start to pick up a more Atlantic flow again, with fronts not too far away. Not a complete write-off, but certainly today being the day of the week. Those winds generally somewhere in the region of 290 to 320, 15 knots. I mean, yeah, it's not exactly completely dropped off that wind, but it's certainly a lot less than it was sort of 25, 30 knots that we had over the last couple of days. Freezing level, however, hasn't really changed. We had quite a big frost this morning. In our area, we're looking at freezing levels probably at maxing out today at a balmy 2,000 feet. So yes, as most of you are going to be operating above that, be aware of it. It's going to be very cold in the cockpit for those long distances you're planning. But no fronts in our area, nothing good, and pretty good visibility. It's saying 50 kilometers here on the chart. Public forecast is showing a reasonable start, getting a little bit more cloudy as the day goes on, which is linking up to everything else that we've been looking at. The winds coming around even more to westerly later, but excellent visibility and low humidity, which means good conditions. Temperature on the airfield today, probably maxing out about 6 degrees. This is the picture at the moment. We can sort of see this moisture coming off Wales, sort of spilling in. It is burning back a little bit, and as I look outside, there are still holes coming in, so it's not going sort of 8/8 at all. But that's something to watch out for. That wasn't sort of shown on all of the top meteo forecasts that I've seen, but hopefully that should burn back and still very nice up towards East Anglia. And that should slide south, but we should get that out of the way. Top temperature, as I was just saying, 8s and 9s around our area, and down to dew points, probably somewhere in the region. If I look at here, -8, and then maybe around -7, -6 during the day. But yeah, very low dew points, very good temperature dew point splits. Sounding from Larkhill. So we have a trigger temperature of about sort of 3 degrees or so, and that would give us convection up to about sort of 4,000 feet, and that will rapidly get better. A bit more of an inversion sat up just above that. And as we can sort of see that moisture, I think Larkhill probably saw the this bit of cloud we've had a little bit earlier than we have now. So certainly when I woke up, it was quite a lot out to the west. Currently at Lasham, this is the picture outside. I'll just reload it. Plenty of you out there, and I've got many tugs for you as well. And we have, oh, look at that, 0.6 degrees. Who would have guessed? Ice on the car in April. Dew point of -2.4. Let's look at the trends. Starting maybe to drop apart, but we're just as that frost starts to come back and burn off, and wind of westerly at the moment. Odium, let's go to Farnborough because their one will be more up to date. Westerly at 5 knots, no clouds detected in 1 degree, and looking at a few clouds at 4,500 feet. Okay, so potential flight distance for today. Let's get this up. That's the picture. So seems that the best of the conditions are actually centered around Farnborough. We're just on the edge of this green area here, but good outs in towards sort of Devizes, up just to the east of the Cotswold Edge, and all into sort of East Anglia, Oxfordshire, etc. Probably best to go, if you want to do a big distance, go west to start with. Certainly that's what I saw from David. Cumulus here, hopefully once this sort of strategy burns back, sort of 3,500 feet. By midday lunchtime, we're looking at sort of 4,000 feet, maybe 4.5. A little bit more shallow queue out towards sort of Cambridgeshire. Middle of the day, this is sort of about 2-3 o'clock. Very good out towards East Anglia. Might even see sort of 5,500–6,000 feet down to where we are, sort of maxing out. Probably the clouds were just in the airspace, probably about 5,500 feet above sea level. And yeah, just starting to just get a little bit worse off towards the sort of Cotswold edge into Wales. We can just see maybe even the chance of some shower activity. Yeah, always in a northwesterly. It's not quite so good necessarily in that area. And good out towards the bottom of the London zone, looking down towards Lydd and Kent. Shut off today, probably sort of around 6 o'clock or so, if that's. So this is 6 o'clock actually. Still sawerable around us, but closing off to the west, probably overdeveloping a little bit. And yeah, the risk of a bit of drizzle if that gets a little bit too thick. I think that's probably a bit pessimistic. Okay, cloud amounts. This is why I say it's not completely showing the cloud we've got above us at the moment, but reasonable amount of queue over most of the country, and even some more queue towards the end of the day. So probably sort of east of 1 West, or sort of the London area, we'll see a little bit less cumulus. While around us, we should hopefully carry that on for most of the day, but the risk of it getting a little bit too overdeveloped. This is the site forecast, sort of showing sort of 3 to 4 knot thermals, northerly winds, and yep, cumulus all day and reasonable speed distances. NOTAMs. Solent will be active today between 11:30 and 6:15 local. Outside of that time, it's class G, but do transmit. Fly past at RF Horton for the airmen and airwomen between 1:15 and 1:45. Fairford active all day up at 27. Danger air crossing service not available from Salisbury Ops at the moment. 19. Paragliders, lots of paragliders. Most of these are paragliders. 9 and 10, I imagine, are paragliders as well. Yeah, paragliders. Might be a survey flight in our area. The usual danger areas down by Dover are active. Southend is active. I think that is most of all the NOTAMs I have today. Farnborough's active as usual. 39, I don't think you're going to be going up that far. Mill parachuting at Sculthorpe in Norfolk. Okay, oh, I forgot to put in some soundings. Soundings, this is Fairford at 2 o'clock, showing that if we start at, let's say, 10, 11 o'clock, it's reasonably nice inversions there. Sort of peaks around, it's about 1, 2 o'clock, and then it gets a little bit too cloudy in the afternoon. But still, probably wherever there's sunshine, we'll get some convection. So it's not the end of the world, even under sort of 8s. And Buckingham is fairly similar. Should be a reasonable distance day. I can see David spoke about sort of 750s for those with big wings, and maybe 500s for those with slightly shorter wings. But yeah. Okay, operationally, we are 2-7 today. There are no jet movements now, which I'm very pleased about. We were due to have a demo flight today, but there is none of that now. Big grids, everybody come on the back of the grids. We're going to have hopefully 6 tugs, but my usual thing at the beginning of grid launches, please make sure we have those of you at the back come to the front. There's no point me having 6 tugs if I've not got the people to get the ropes to the gliders. So I've pulled a lot of favors to get a lot of people, a lot of mates out to help, but it'd be nice if we could have those at the back ready and waiting to get launched. So as usual, hands, face, space, please. Also, just as there's a lot of you, if there are a lot of people in the clubhouse going to the office, just wait your turn. And let us know if you land out. Please also leave your trailers open. I will be checking to make sure that you're all home at the end of the day. But other than that, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you on the grids. Hopefully, we will be launching as soon as this sort of strategy passes. Hopefully, 10:30, that'd be nice, or maybe even a little bit earlier. Let's just see. Oh, we've got some questions. Is this from David? Yes, obviously worse than forecast. Cold air advection is happening earlier, and there's a lot of queue under the inversion. I have had a look at the suggested tasks, keeping east of 1 west. You should all be thinking of tasks of 500 to 600 kilometers now. Any of these are valid. This is from David. Out and return to the north, so up towards sort of Humber. Double out and return to the north-northeast. North, then dogleg into East Anglia. Think about being back by Lasham or at least Oxford by 4 p.m. North first and round the LTMA. Remember, I said that Southend is active, but there's not much flying out of Southend, so they should give you a transit. So that is the latest update from David here and live at 9:03. So yes, maybe we just need to keep a caution on today, but it should be a good day regardless. Better than certainly the winter we've had. Okay, that's enough of me rambling. Let's get flying. See you out there.